Oh, wow, they have a new loading screen. That's cool. Oh, and a new dragon. The fire dragon. Oh, God. Ew. Okay, I wasn't expecting a second screen. There we go. Oh, there's a little baby dragon right there. Hey, little guy or girl, whatever you are. Let me pop out of here real quick. There we go. Wow, kind of cool. So guys, as you know, Day of Dragons has been getting some developmental updates, and they have a ton of concept stuff that's already been created. For anyone that's new, this is a game where you basically hatch out of an egg, grow a dragon, and, well, that's pretty well it. And you fight and everything, but it's an early access, so a lot of what's supposed to be here just isn't here yet. Hey, where you going, little guy? I like how... So it's okay if I say, hey, where you going, little guy? But the second I'm like, hey, where you going, little girl? It's just, it gets really weird really fast. I was gonna say... Ooh, wow. I was gonna say it, and I'm like, wait, that sounds really weird in my mind. I'm not gonna say that. Check it out. We got some dragons up here. I don't know what they're doing. No, that's a wyvern. No, we have a dragon and a wyvern flying through the sky right now. All right, that's cool. So you guys know it's been a while since I've done anything with Day of Dragons, given my recent video. In Out of the Credibility, which was then changed into Day of Dragons is in trouble, or something along those lines. The game's seen a lot of controversy over the last month or so, I think, but it seems like it's died down a lot, and I'm pretty happy that it's basically going away now, and you know, the devs can finally do just what they want to do and work on the game. Now, I know some people will be sour over me playing the game. I know a lot of people had mixed opinions about the game, but I like the idea of dragons, and I'm already invested. I already like the idea behind the game, and we've already got a new dragon here again, even though it's a placeholder, but still. I have a lot of stuff to show you guys. The devs have been hard at work getting conceptual work done. Sounds, elementals, new dragons. The amount of stuff they've been getting done is actually pretty impressive. Nothing's game ready yet, but it is still really cool to see and hear. So we're going to be taking some time to talk about that stuff. So this guy is the newest addition to the roster, which I assume will be available in November once the game goes into open beta. Nothing too fancy. I mean, it is a dragon. Four limbs, you know, to run around, walk around, whatever. It has wings, and I can't fly right now, obviously. And this guy was literally just put in, I think. So it's going to be a little bit derpy and whatever because we're on a dev branch, but generally speaking, looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I like how the dragon looks, even though it's a placeholder. Oh, look at that. We curl up our wings. Oh, okay, that's really cool. See, I love the idea of a dragon game. It's so freaking cool. Oh, did I mention they had an entire orchestra work on the sound for Day of Dragons, the music track and all kinds of stuff. I actually went to a private screening. I'll talk about that in a little bit. Hey, big guy, you look like diarrhea. Why do you look like diarrhea? It's not healthy, man. Your foot looks like a turd. Oh, God, you don't look like diarrhea. Oh, boy. Hey, that's me fully grown up. Wow, there I am. Except I'm tiny right now, but that's the big version of me. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, I would hope so. Good talk. Well, I just sprouted up. I'm bigger. Oh, you were the bigger version of me. Now I'm the big version of both of you. Wow, I'm huge now. Holy crap, dude. Look at me compared to you. And I thought you were big. Man, I'm huge now. Look at that. Oh, wow. It looks like they've actually fixed the camera too. So you can move it now while you're flying around with flight cam and it'll automatically position the camera. It's a lot smoother. I remember before, and if you guys remember, it used to be really, really jagged and just like it would like, no, I want to do this and follow the dragon as it flies and tilts. I don't want you to move around. So it you know, do that stuff. But it seems like they've actually implemented that so it's fixed. And flying feels a little bit different too now. Anyways, guys, let's move into the recent updates for Day of Dragons, what they've been doing with $500,000, and see the status of the game's development as far as their concepts and music. This is actually the soundtrack you're about to listen to, and I got to see a private screening of this. It was like an hour and something minutes or 2 hours. It was really, really cool. We heard like 6 or 7 different songs that have been worked on so far. There's more to come. And it was just so cool to be able to experience that with the composer. The composer, Ray Fernandez Jr., was actually there with us while we were all on a private channel listening. It was super cool. I know it was a tiny snippet, but it was really, really cool to hear all of it. They had so many cool different edits, and like they have different versions of the soundtracks as well, and they're gonna mix and master it now, because this is just the raw audio. That's just the raw take of it. It's gonna sound so much, it sounds good now, it's gonna sound really good once they start actually mixing and mastering and have it put through its audio stuff. Now, the sound you guys heard at the beginning of this video is actually the fire elemental. Elementals are going to be giant beasts in this game, and I knew about this thing for a while, and I wish I could have said something sooner, but I couldn't. Anyways, here are the sounds of the fire elemental. These were created by Simon, by the way. They're absolutely amazing. I love them. So I absolutely love, you can hear it roaring, and then when the exhale comes out, you hear the splash of magma, and just, it sounds so good. To me, it sounds a little bit synthetic, don't get me wrong. Not everything is perfect as far as I'm concerned, but this, like, it's not a real creature. That's the thing. Like, no one would, technically, this thing shouldn't be able to make sound, you know? But at least now it can, because, you know, it doesn't have vocal cords. I'm sure it doesn't breathe. I mean, how the hell does it, how would it breathe if it has a mouthful of magma? Now, I assume I'm allowed to show these to you, but I was shown concepts of this creature a long time ago, actually. They had some different iterations they wanted to have done with it, and just change it up and make everything look a little bit different. In this version, the chest is actually open, I believe. At least it seems a little bit more open than what it was in the actual... I don't know. No. This looks like it has the chest armor plates going up, and then this one, I mean, there's a giant hole. Like, there's multiple different iterations on this, obviously, of how it's going to look, but I believe this is the finalized version of how they want it to look at the end. And these are the high-res images as well right here, which, again, they look absolutely amazing, I think, at least. And if it's a hulking beast like it should be, well, it's going to be pretty impressive to see in game. I just don't know how it's going to be to fight this thing. Or how that encounter would be, because elementals are the strongest, if not one of the strongest creatures you could actually encounter once they actually have systems working on it. I'm not sure. I haven't heard too much more about these creatures either, unfortunately, but I will let you know the second I find out anything at all about them, obviously. Now, obviously, we have seen Day of Dragons and their first custom dragon. You guys have all seen this, I'm sure, by now. And then they have the actual modeling right here of how it looks without its skin and all that stuff. And here's another picture of that as well, how it looks again. However, you probably haven't seen this yet, and this is different. I think it's the same dragon, just in a different style with a different face. Like, you can see the chin itself is actually dramatically different from the model that we have right here. It doesn't have as many spikes. And then it actually goes Super Saiyan. And this is another model of it with more horns, more spikes. I don't know if this is as it grows or if this is just a different... I think this is just a face. I think this is just the face of the dragon and how different it looks with all these extra spikes. But then we move into this right here, which it has horns. Now, that leads me to believe, what we've been looking at right here, this may be a female because of the horns. As you know, males will have big extravagant horns and different types of horns and different styles of horns, obviously, compared to the females. And females, well, they won't actually have horns. They're just going to have little spines, or maybe nothing at all, because they have no real need to have horns. I think it's just like a mating trait or something. But I mean, maybe, just maybe, this is a female with some horn patterns, but like it's very distinct compared to the male. And I mean, this male looks like he's mad as hell if this is a male, so, you know. Then you move into the more extravagant horns, which I thought was really cool as well. The bottom spikes seem to make appearance again right here. And this is all just early in development stuff, by the way. This isn't a final product by any means. Overall, though, I think it's really cool. If they have some variation where like these horns are like ram horns too, and maybe have them curve back and curve forward, I think that'd be really, really cool to have some of that discrepancy between different males, and you know, like you could really tell someone out just by their horns, like, oh, that's my friend Mike, or You know, hey, that's Clara over there playing a female, you know, or whatever you want to play, really. It doesn't matter. I want to know what you guys think down below in the comment section. What one is your favorite? Like, seriously, what one do you like the most? For me, has to be this guy, because the horns look more armored than anything else. I think this is going to be a cool dragon. This one's cool, too. I'm gonna get a lot of mixed comments, I think, but this one right here, this is my favorite, I think. I'm sure you guys have seen these. These are just the dragon's different skins for the first dragon I had shown you, actually. My favorite is this one right here. I think I've shown you guys. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure I did. This is some more work in progress stuff of the fire elemental, I believe, and you can see the pooling lava right here, which I believe was changed, or maybe it'll have different models. This could be a different model compared to what we have seen already. Because, I mean, we have this model right here with the closed chest, and it looks, you know, substantially more complete. And we have this guy right here who is just, you know, maybe it's just because it's so blurry and I can't really see or make much sense of what I'm seeing as far as the I don't know. I'm kind of like, if this one had the lava pool out and spill over the edge every now and then, I think that'd be cooler than the closed chest of this guy, but I don't know. That's entirely up to you guys. You let me know what you think down below. I don't know if I'm supposed to show this picture, because I was just clicking on pictures that Jo had sent me. I don't know if I should comment on that. I think it's just the color pattern of the dragon. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna move off that. Now, something I know I can show you guys, and I'm sure you've already heard this. I think I had it in a previous video as well, but for those of you who haven't heard it for whatever reason, these are the sounds of the flame stalker, a dragon that's already been modeled, and well, you can see it right here. I think it looks great. Take a listen to some of these sounds. I can actually confirm one of the sounds that has been under speculation for a while, because I spoke to Jo about it and I asked him, you know, what is it? Because people heard it. You know what? Listen, here's the baby sounds, moves into some more screeching of like a juvenile sub-adult, and then the adult, obviously, in the flame stuff. Just listen to it. That's the fire breath. And obviously that one is too. Now these sounds are actually flame strikes. Those are fireballs coming out of a dragon's mouth, impacting the ground. That's what those sounds are. A lot of people thought these were footsteps. No, flame strikes. So that was pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I love the sounds. Again, Simon made those as well. For those of you who don't know who Simon is, it's the same Simon that did the sounds for Subnautica. Actually, I believe he was nominated for those sounds that he created back in the days of working on Subnautica. So that stuff's all pretty cool, but I have some more stuff to show you. We have dragon baby food. Now, I've got to get together with one of the developers of DoD, but for now, I can only speculate because they have to work on the behaviors of these creatures. What they've been doing is they've been buying the rights to creatures that have been up for sale on Jia Hao's, I guess, art station or whatever, or 3D model station. Now, the person who made this is Jia Hao, I believe, or however you say his name. I don't know. I suck at pronunciation if you haven't figured that out already. But beyond this, this is actually some baby food, believe it or not, for a baby dragon. This is something that it would eat. Now, I need to speak with the developer of Day of Dragons to find out the behaviors of this creature, and for instance, because I don't know just yet. I don't know what these creatures are going to do. They're working on the behaviors now, I believe, and how they should act in the world. Some of them will be dangerous. Some of them won't be dangerous, but typically some of them are going to be dangerous. Now, many of these creatures are actually found here on this art station from Jia Hao, and he's been making these for a while. Now, what's happening, I think, is these are already created. Like you can see it right here, the spiky crab creature, which is actually the concept right here that they shared. And I think they've also been openly saying this. They've been buying the rights to some of these creatures and the licenses to use them in the game, or outright buy them, I believe. And these are already made, like they're already created. They're not on a marketplace per se. They're already custom made by talented individuals like this guy here. And they basically buy the rights, and now they have to animate them, and the concept is theirs. They can use it in their game, so on and so forth. So technically, anything that's on this page is pretty well fair game, though I do know the dragons themselves are all being custom made, maybe with the exception of like 2 or 3, if that. I don't have any grounding to say that none of, or some of them won't be custom made, because I know that they have a lot of custom stuff they want. But this creature right here is one of the creatures they now own the rights to, among many. Now, I think we saw this in the loading screen, or maybe it was the Thornback Crawler. This is a dune shark, I believe. And actually, it's right here, the dune shark. Now, there isn't much more we can see on this creature. All we see is right here, basically. This as well, I think, is going to be juvie dragon food, or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, because again, I don't know the behaviors. Still, I think it's pretty cool to see this creature and see these things the way they are right now. I don't even know if it's modeled, actually. This looks like it might be painted, but maybe it's not. Maybe this is actually how it looks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we saw this one in the loading screen. This monster, though, this looks like it might be a little bit dangerous. It looks like a really big bug on steroids. Again, just some dragon food. It kind of makes me wonder, though, if there's a bonus to eat different creatures. Like this right here, maybe it will give you more armor, or it has nutrition that you vitally need to continue growing. Just some food for thought. This would probably be like eating spaghetti for a dragon. Yeah. And actually, we do get to see a better look of this creature front on. Wow, that looks super cool. And then here's the 3D stuff that they had done with it. Wow, it's really spiky on the back. That's a lot spikier than I thought it would be. Then again, why am I surprised? Oh God, the mouth. Oh wow, it has a bad mouth. Ooh, that's not okay. That's not okay in the slightest. Okay, I don't know what kind of baby dragon wants to eat that. That's a brave baby dragon. Now, moving into something that might not be baby food for dragons is this creature right here. And the quote on this creature is, "In Day of Dragons, the food is often not easy prey, and unskilled dragons may lose their lives when hunting the more dangerous creatures in the world. This is a bad-tempered herbivore designed by our artist Jia Hao." Pretty cool. Lots of big spikes. Definitely heavily armored. Not a creature I think anyone wants to really tackle unless they're fully grown, or maybe a little bit bigger in the sub-adult phase. And we get a little bit more detail on this. This is the storm beast on the art station. It kind of looks like a cow, or no, it looks like a it looks like a rhino on steroids. That's what it looks like to me. Oh, wow. It's super heavily armored, like everywhere. God, that's going to be such a bad time to fight. And then this creature, obviously, not a creature you want to mess with. And the quote on this is, "Stay away from murky water. It's not safe, especially for young dragons." And then stated, "It is artwork by Jia Hao, licensed to Be Awesome Games." Pretty cool. I want to see, though, do they have more on the art station? They do. This is the creature underwater. This is the raw model, I believe, how it looks. Okay, looks fairly armored and dangerous. I don't think I would mess with that thing either. That looks like a snapping turtle on steroids. Yeah, The final creature is this creature right here, and I don't like how we can't see its face or like what's going on here underneath it. It might be a fairly dangerous creature now that I look at it, with some misdirection of just looking smooth and not intimidating. The statement on this is, how about these gentle giants? Gentle until you try to eat them anyways. And unfortunately, there is nothing down below that I can scroll to on ArtStation to learn more about it. Anyways, guys, that is it for now on Day of Dragons. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section about everything you have seen in this video so far, from the sounds to the updates to the actual music of the game that is being mixed and mastered, and they're doing all that fancy stuff as well. Again, I know there was a lot of controversy that was brought up with this game. I realize that, and the word scam was thrown around a lot, and I think it's still being thrown around. I don't think this is a scam. I don't. They have too much developmental progress already as far as the concepts. You know, why would you put $30,000 or $50,000 out on music? Why would you be paying someone to do the dragon models if it was a scam, you know? Why are all these custom sounds being made? Why did they just buy their Fmod license or whatever it was to have sounds put into the game for the plugin? You know, why would someone think it's a scam? Even calling it an asset flip, I mean, yeah, it's using assets, but I mean, it's not like they flipped the assets, took the money and ran. They flipped the assets, and it seems, to me at least, they're doing custom stuff now and trying to make an actual game. It's kind of like any investment, really. I mean, you take the money and you hope at the end you get a product that's usable by people that they can enjoy it. I mean, that's what I see this as right now. J.O. might be in over his head a little bit. I mean, that doesn't mean the project can't come to life. But no, just want to let you guys know I'm still in. I'm still checking out the game. I'm going to be playing the game and all that stuff. So I think I'm going to have fun regardless. And I'm doing me. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm not having anyone whisper in my ear or anything like that. This is just literally me. I just want to play the game. That's it. I've been playing it off camera too, believe it or not, even though there's nothing in the game, just because it's cool. I think flying around and checking out the map and seeing what's around. Actually, I found a zone. I don't know where it is now. There were like dragons already spawned in, or the models of dragons were spawned in like a canyon. I don't remember where it was, but I actually came across that a little while ago. I wanted to show you guys, but I forgot where it was, so if I come across it, I'll have to record it again. That's it, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed it again, and I will see you in the next one.